Check it on the map. Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Alright, I use this a lot of times as an excuse to fly. Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and a week or two ago I uploaded I call it a non-political video discussing how current drone technology and the visual line of sight rule are becoming inconsistent with each other, and kind of hoping that the FAA will someday do something to relax the limitations imposed by the line of sight rule. But after receiving some critical, maybe a little political comments about my video, I decided, well, I better put together something pointing out that we cannot avoid the importance of visual line of sight when we fly. Now, the examples I show would have been catastrophic if I had been flying my Mavic Mini, which doesn't have object avoidance. But these examples that I'm going to be pointing out all took place while I was flying my Mavic 2 Zoom, which has object avoidance, and actually stopped me from going the way I was going because the object avoidance system prevents collisions with trees and people. So visual line of sight is very important, regardless of the technology we have available in our drones. And just a basic rule to keep in mind is always fly forward. Never fly backwards or sideways when you're down low. If you're up 100 feet or so, you can fly backwards and frontwards and sideways. But down close to the ground, you're going to run into things if you're not careful. So please come along with me and we'll stroll through my favorite flying part, and I'll show you some things that I have learned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over here and I'll show you something that I did that wasn't too smart. Don't want to run into that. We'll get out here, right about there. This is the first thing I want to show you is, let's go a little further this way. All right. And my kids, let's get out here a little ways. My kids were playing in the playset there, and I'm gonna watch because this whole thing is about line of sight, visual line of sight. Okay, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to scan around the playset. Okay, so I started going like this. Whoa, whoa, not too fast. I'm doing this backwards. Let's start over. Okay, we'll go real slow here. There we go. And I was going along, and I was watching the kids, and I wasn't watching. Okay, now I'm circling me, so that's all right. I was watching the kids, and I wasn't watching me. Okay, and so same difference. All right, so I got over here, and I stopped, and I thought, where am I? So then I went like this. I was about to run into a tree. So the little trick of going around something like that, you can't see out the side. So it's a good idea to just make sure that you've got your line of sight going along, as well as your monitor. All right, let's go this way. I'll show you something else dumb I've done. I've told on a lot of my videos, of course, this is my favorite flying park. And so where I took off in that little DA place right there, all right, we'll bring it down a little bit, keep going. Okay, so I'm way out here somewhere. We'll go way out here. And I decide, okay, my wife is sitting in there or something like that. And so I decide, all right, I'm just gonna come flying in and take a close-up. And of course, with my Mavic zoom, I can get really close. Okay, I hope my camera's getting all this. Okay, so I look, and then I decide I'm gonna do one of those fancy back away things. All right, but let's do this to see if I can see it here. Oh, you can't see it, so I'll just show you with my other camera. That's what's up ahead. Let's go over here. Okay, so if I decide I'm gonna go up, look what I'm gonna run into as I back away. Okay, we'll just back up here, make it so you can see. Whoop, back up some more. Back up some more. That's what I would back up into. All right, so what I'm trying to do is this. You ready? Here we go. Back away. I was trying to do something like that, and I almost crashed into the tree. Okay, so let's let me see. Let me look at my list. There's a whole bunch of things I want to show you. Uh-oh, what was that? I don't want to return home. Okay. Oh, all right. So let's see. Let's go. Come on down here again, and let's go. Come on, this way. I'm getting confused here. All right. I'll get this up here where I can see it. All right, we'll go over here. All right. Now let's say that there's people in the park, and let's just make this like this. Okay, so it's about the same height as me right now, and there's people in the park, and your sweetheart or your grandkids are standing in front of that tree. Okay, and then you decide, okay, I got a nice shot of them. Now I'm gonna back up. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. There's a guy standing here watching you. Okay. So that's a mistake that I have almost made also. All right. Now come on back out here. And I'll show you another mistake. I showed you about going up and running into a tree. Let's do this. We'll get, I'll get further away so I can see. Okay, so let's say that you've been flying around and you're way up, and we'll move you back here. Get you back a little further, a little further, a little further, a little further, And so you've flown into the park and you decide that you're going to come down. All right. And a lot of times you even misjudge. Let's go further back. Okay. Like right about there. Okay, so you've flown over this tree and you think that you're past it because you can't see it anymore. All right. So then you decide, okay, I'm going to come down. But before you do that, if you've just flown over a tree, look straight down at who's staring at you. All right. So the point is, don't just start coming down unless you know what you're over, because you could come right down into the tree. All right. All right. So now let's go like this. And I think we can come down now. Whoop, too far. All right, we'll come down. Now these are some things that I've done, these stupid things, okay? So, one of the things I like to do is, let's go over this way, over here. Okay, one of the things I like to do, it's just fun, okay, is I like to follow trails.